guys, it's Mason coming at you with another video here on the Mason Parker channel, and it's actually an interesting reaction, and looks like I'm in kind of a different background here this time. I'm actually out of town right now. I was able to go to this this Christian men's retreat thing. It's called Rise Up Kings. I feel like I really should be doing a vlog about it, and a vlog about being here and where I'm at in Texas. Is like one of my first times being here in this part of Texas, and it's beautiful so far, things that I've seen, like my surrounding area. So, but anyway, it's gonna be an awesome event, and if I can record anything, I'm gonna record it, but I don't know if I should be recording anything, and honestly, I need to be focusing on what I'm doing and, like, you know, the principle of everything instead of recording stuff. So anyway, this is gonna be a quick video, I think, because the video I'm reacting to is only 5 minutes and 50 seconds long. I just wanted to watch it, react to it, give my thoughts on it. It really caught my attention the other day. It's by this guy. His name is The Geek Star. Nice. The Geek Star. And it says, why grown men still love Spider-Man. Because in case you couldn't tell from this channel and everything, I mean, I love Spider-Man. Spider-Man is my favorite superhero of all time. I'm not Spider-Man'd out right now. I'm wearing this dope Star Wars shirt, but Spider-Man is my favorite superhero of all time, in case you couldn't tell, and in case you couldn't tell from this channel, like Spidey is... I have my own reasons as to why Spider-Man is my favorite superhero, and I think I should make my own separate video talking about it and talking about why Spider-Man is my favorite superhero. But I might also get into it a little bit with this video, depending on what this guy says, so I want to react to it. Let's go.
What age do boys outgrow that Spider-Man shit? The answer is never.
Never.
Once you become a Spider-Man fan, there's no going back. You can't outgrow it. It's for eternity.
Oh my gosh.
And there's a reason for that.
Like gangster Spider-Man guy.
He's the most relatable superhero. You see, as a little kid, we love Spider-Man because of his extraordinary abilities, like shooting webs from his wrist,
yes,
ability to climb on walls, and being able to swing from building to building.
Yeah.
He was always the hero.
I wanted to be Spider-Man when I was a kid.
But as we grow older, we start to see that there's more to Spider-Man than meets the eye. Because as an adult, we actually start to understand the struggle Peter Parker actually
Tobey
goes
Maguire's
behind
Peter
the mask
Parker
and
Peter B.
And
Parker
as grown
in
adults,
the
we
Spider-Verse.
can fully relate to some of the horrible things he went through, whether it was losing a loved one, not spending enough time with your significant other, not being responsible enough,
yeah,
or financially not able to make ends meet.
Yeah.
Hi. I have a...
What's high? Can I spend it?
You're a month late again.
There are times where we will look at him
I
and be
love
like,
Mr. Dickavit.
yo, that's literally me. Because let's be real, we've gone through at least one of those things in our lives. And that's why I feel like as the reader or the viewer, we can relate to him more than other superheroes like Batman or Iron Man. Because let's be real, not everyone's the CEO of $1 billion company.
You cheap bastard.
So I just want to go over some things that I feel like, you know, us regular people have in common with him, and to basically show why he's everyone's favorite superhero.
They love me.
Peter constantly juggles with his superhero life and his personal life.
Oh my gosh, yes.
As he has to sacrifice many things in his personal life.
I'm not even a superhero, dude. I don't even have to deal with that. But yeah, when you start trying to juggle things, especially as an adult, and you start understanding responsibilities between stuff, it can be hard. And I have crumbled underneath the pressure, and I've made a lot of mistakes, and praying that certain things don't come to pass with the mistakes I've made. But it can be a lot, juggling things just as a regular guy, or as a regular Christian man. It can be hard, like juggling your faith, juggling, you know, your time in the Word, your time praying and reading, your time with your family, with your wife, with your kids, like with work, with your downtime, and not just falling into the temptation of doing nothing and being idle. Like, especially as a man, because us as men, we're not supposed to be idle. We're not physically made to be idle and do nothing. And that's why a lot of us fall into addiction and like issues with pornography and things like that is because of us being idle instead of us always doing something or working with our hands or working with our mind or being at work. The idle mind is the devil's workshop. But yeah, definitely the juggling. Oh gosh.
That he would rather do instead, but instead some days he has to stop Doc Ock on a Monday morning.
Right.
You mother. And unfortunately that gets in the way of his hobbies that consist of him going to college, getting good grades,
I'll edit that
and
out.
of course spending time with Mary Jane.
You guys won't even know.
Like, imagine being a full-time superhero, then having to go to school on time, then right after go to your job just to get yelled at by your boss for being late.
Yeah.
You're late, man. Always late.
I feel like some of us as adults struggle with trying to balance different aspects of our lives.
Sometimes we put too much weight on ourselves and on our shoulders when we're supposed to be giving God that weight.
Pizza time.
Or it could constantly be that you're working all the time and not being able to spend time with your family. Then unfortunately now you have to sacrifice or cancel one of those things for something that you feel like is more important.
I'm sorry. You don't deserve this.
In Peter's case, he always chooses the safety of New York City over his own job, and in some cases, even his own girlfriend.
Right.
A lot of men would break down under pressure on dealing with these kind of things on an everyday basis. And the way he tries to balance all these things in life is something that us men respect a lot because we realize he's not perfect, just like us.
So he feels like his
And
stress
then I want to talk
has
about how we
its
can
own
relate to him,
stress.
on how he deals with loss. Whether it be Uncle Ben, Gwen Stacy, or Aunt May, he handles it in a way that, to me, is inspiring. Because at first, he blames himself for their deaths as he starts to think about the things he could have done instead, or should have said instead, which is something I feel like people who have just lost a loved one say to themselves if they feel like they could have done something about it. For someone who goes through so much pain in his life, physically and mentally, he goes out there still and makes jokes and smiles at people under his mask while
Right.
saving them from danger.
Right.
And how I feel like men can relate to that is, it doesn't necessarily have to be that you've lost someone in your life. It could just be that you've hit rock bottom in your life and you're depressed and you feel like giving up just because you're so tired. He shows us no matter how hard it gets, you always have to get back up.
Yep.
And continue to do what you gotta do to get back on your feet.
Yep.
Strong focus
You
on
do.
what I want.
You do. That's good. Like it has been it's been a rough couple months for me. It's my own fault though. This has been my own doing. Is the reason why it's been rough, but it's also been good. But throughout all that, I've had to go through not allowing my circumstance to define me and who I am, not allowing my circumstance that I've caused to take and steal my joy. Like, the joy of the Lord is my strength. Jesus gives me joy. And no matter what you're going through, like he said, whether it's a loss or whether you just hit rock bottom and your life is going through crap right now, like how Spider-Man still smiles and quips and is funny, and Peter still does his best to let his light shine before men, so that people may see his good deeds and glorify God. Like, that's Matthew 5:16. Let your light shine before men, so that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. No matter how bad it is for us, we cannot let that steal our joy. We cannot let the devil steal our joy, and we cannot let it be at a point where, because of our circumstance, because of how bad it is or how bad off our life is, that we just are depressed and sad and mopey all the time, but we still find joy in the Lord and spread that joy with others. Like, I need to be better about that more, but that's definitely true. And it means of, like, yeah, you still love others and show people the love of Christ and remain in your joy, and make people smile. Never forget to smile and show God's love to people.
And in his story, he also shows us not to abandon our friends and loved ones, and not to be ignorant and accept the help that they're offering.
I get it. Thank you. But I'm fine. I don't need your help.
As in the darkest moments in our lives, we need comfort from our loved ones and friends.
Yeah,
Everybody needs help sometimes, Peter.
even Spider-Man.
Even Spider-Man.
Yep.
And then his story also tells us to not have vengeance in our heart,
Yes.
as it will make us ugly and bitter in the inside. In coping with these losses, Peter finds peace in his sense of responsibility. While the pain of loss never fully goes away, he channels it into determination to make a positive impact on the world and making sure the deaths of his loved ones were not in vain. Spider-Man's relatability lies in the fact that he's not the most perfect superhero, and when he's Peter Parker, he's definitely not the most perfect human being. As shown in the movies, there are days where he feels like he let people down and he just feels like shit. And then there are some moments where he feels like he's unstoppable and he is this shit. And I feel like that's something that everyone can relate to. Stan Lee really knew what he was doing when he created Spider-Man. Because not only did he create the most iconic superhero, he created the most relatable superhero.
Yeah.
He created an icon that is admired by all ages.
Yeah.
He shows you that if you don't give up and you get right back on that horse, things will turn out okay.
Don't give me the horse analogy again.
And you pull yourself together, you get right back on the horse.
I don't get the horse thing.
That's gonna wrap it up for this video. If you made it to the end and enjoyed this video, leave a like.
Don't give me the
Also,
horse
if you're into
thing.
anime Basketball, I also talk about that on this channel. If that interests you, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next.
That was a good video, brother. Yeah. That was good. So, real quick, I don't want this video to be too long. I'm gonna go just a quick bullet point as to why Spidey's my favorite, why Peter is my favorite superhero. It's definitely all the relatability. Like when I was a kid, I wanted the powers of Spider-Man. I wanted to swing around, and I just looked up to Spider-Man as a character. I wanted to swing around, do all the things, do whatever a spider can. Thought it was so cool, the coolest thing ever. And then, you know, I watched Spider-Man 2 so many times, over and over and over. I don't know, to this day, I don't know how many times I've watched Spider-Man 2. And I go back and watch it, and it's still relatable. There's something different you get out of it every time. It's like, it's not the same thing as reading the Bible, but when you go and read the Bible, and when you read the Gospels, and when you read each like chapter or book of the Bible, you get something different out of it every time you read it, and it's different in its relatability to you at different ages of your life. The Word of God is the same yesterday, today, and forever. When I go back and when I watch like Spider-Man 2, I get something different every time. Like now, being a young adult, like I'm 25, it speaks to me entirely differently of, you know, going through failures, messing up, making mistakes, trying to do better. Like, and the whole world, it just feels like it's just knocking you on your butt, and it's getting back up on the horse. Yeah, like it's relatable. It's relatable as heck. And but the reason why I like Spidey the most is his selflessness. That Peter has his sense of responsibility, that, you know, how Tom Holland's Spider-Man said it, that when you can do the things that you can do, then the bad stuff happens, then you feel like it's on you.
Look, when you can do the things that I can, but you don't, and then the bad things happen, they happen because of you.
Like, it's definitely, you know, with great power comes great responsibility. We as Christians, you know, I did a video about that. We have like power and responsibility as Christians, but also it's like, it feels like we all have an obligation, like that we have an obligation to help somebody. It's that sense of helping somebody out, helping the little guy, doing something for others, regarding others as greater than yourself, being selfless. And I need to do more of that. I feel like I've done so much in my life of just things for myself and being selfish, and I'm tired of it. And I want to start living up to that and being a Spider-Man to somebody. Being the hands and feet of Jesus, but also being like Spider-Man to people. Living up to power and responsibility and selflessness. The depths of selflessness of Spider-Man 2 when, you know, Peter's like, in my opinion, crying out to God saying, am I not supposed to have what I want? What am I supposed to do? What do you want me to do? He stops being Spider-Man for a little bit just for him to realize, you know, he can't stop being Spider-Man, and he has to deny himself and be selfless because he has an obligation, a duty, a responsibility to take care of the citizens of New York and use his powers for good, to bless others, to provide, to protect others. And he dies to himself. Take up your cross and follow me. Deny yourself. And, you know, that's what makes the moments like in No Way Home is also beautiful. The fact that Peter denies himself and says, make everybody forget me. It's the self-sacrificial love and sacrificial acts that you're willing to make for your life that you know is going to make other people's lives better, and look out for other people's interests instead of yours. That's what makes Spider-Man the best superhero, is the fact that his whole thing, it's not for his own ego, it's not for him to be famous, it's not for him to get blessed with money or fame or fortune, it's not for him to be idolized, it's not for him to be seen great in the public eye, because he's not 95% of the time. His whole thing is because his Uncle Ben died, because he looked the other way. Now, he's not going to look the other way anymore. He is going to do whatever he can, that when he sees something going on and he can do something, he's going to do something about it. If you can help somebody, help somebody. If you can help somebody with prayer or with a need and meet a need, if you see a need, fill a need. Like, it's that obligation that you give yourself of helping each other. And also an opinion of, like, with Jesus, be in the hands and feet of Jesus, treating others as you want to be treated, like loving one another for love is of God. It's all very, to me, I connect it with the biblical aspects and things of Jesus and the selfless character of Jesus, but and who he is. And it's just that's how we all should be. We should all be selfless. John 15:13, greater love has no one than this, than one who is willing to lay down his life for his friends. That doesn't always mean dying for somebody. That means, I really want to do this. I have the money to do this, or I would love to do this, or I want to do this. This is what I want. This is what I want to do. This is my passion. But I'm going to put that on the back burner, and I'm going to put that aside for the ones I love, and to put them above me. That. And you do that not out of a sense to be a martyr or to get anything in return. You do it out of love. You do it because that's what Jesus would do. You do it because that's the right thing to do. You do it so that you know you can bless somebody, and you bless them because that's what you'd want to be done to you, and that's what Jesus would do, and it's just out of love, and it's so people see that love, and you know, they can turn to God in that love. I feel like I'm rambling. I feel like I need to make a video just talking about this on my own. I don't want this video to go too long, but I hope you guys get what I mean. Tell me out in the comment section what you guys think. Tell me why Spider-Man is your favorite superhero or he's not, and what is it you like about him. But yeah, self-sacrificial love. That's John 15:13. Those are reasons why I love Spider-Man, and I'm always going to love Spider-Man. It's my favorite. Great power comes great responsibility. God bless you guys. Jesus loves y'all, and I'm out. Peace.
Spider-Man,